Now that we've completed editing and transforming the data, we're going to save and then apply our changes. So I'll click Save and Apply, and Power BI will load our data. And it will also detect connections or relationships among the tables, which we'll review in just a moment. Okay, now Power BI has loaded our data. You could also select Close and Apply and close the query editor. For the time being, I will leave this open, but if you'd like to just close the editor, you could do so at this point. So now I'm going to go to the other side of the application, and here you see the visualization that we'll work on creating. I'm going to click on Refresh to make sure the data is up to date, and now I'm going to review the relationships between the tables. And to do that, I'll click on the Model View. The relationships among the tables have already been set up, but I will walk through that process. If you recall, we created a table which has only unique household ID values and only unique account values. And you can see here that we've created a connection between the household table and the account table. The reason you want a table with only unique household ID values is this will be the table that you use as the filter to select the household you would like to create a report for. And since this is the one that would be used for the filter, you can't have multiple household IDs in the table. Otherwise, your values will be duplicated or your table will not display properly. Same thing with the accounts. If you needed to create a table that was based on accounts, you would also want to have a table by which to filter from that has only unique values for each account in the database. You'll notice that with these lines connecting to the other tables, you see a 1 for each connection to the household table. And in most cases, you see an asterisk sign where that line connects to the other table. That indicates that we have a one-to-many relationship. We do have a one-to-one relationship here. We'll just go ahead and leave this as is. We could merge these tables if we wanted to, but I would prefer to just have one table dedicated to the table that we will filter with. And we could also modify this household table so it only includes the household ID, perhaps the household rep ID, and the household name. But we'll leave this table as is. But this will be the table that we use to filter for the reports. And the way to create a connection between the two tables, I'll remove this one here, is we determine which field we want to establish the relationship on. And in this case, we're going to use the household ID. So we see the household ID in this table and the household ID in this table. I'm just going to hold down my mouse button and drag household ID and cover the household ID in the other table and release my mouse. And that'll create the connection between the household ID in each of the tables. So now again, we've created a one-to-many relationship, and the arrow indicates that the household ID in this table is flowing down and will filter the household ID in the household accounts and positions table. And as you recall, the household account and positions table, the level of detail in this table is at the position level. So of course you'll have a household ID repeated in each row for each position within the household. So again, this is a one-to-many relationship between these two tables. So now I'll go into the visualization area for creating the reports.